Okay, and now it's the final question, question 6. All right. So question 6, I think about maybe half of you didn't get here, but it's fine. All right. Again, please make sure you try it. All right. Please make sure you try it before you go through this video. Or yeah, well, doesn't matter. You can watch this video first and then try it, but please try it on your own. Okay. These are things you are expected to know. All right. Yeah. So this question is about Photoshop's color range tool, right, which allows you to select parts, and then so essentially what happens is that you open up this image, you click on the color, all right, and then based on the range that you give it, like 32 means that you pick out colors that are within 32 value of it. Okay, so in this case, it'll pick up mostly just the pink images. If you give it 100, it will pick out colors that are kind of pink, all right, close enough, all right, but not within 32 lah, right? This within 100 this time. Okay, so let me see if I still have something to demonstrate this with. Yes, I do. Okay, so this is the solution. I will run this. Okay, so this is the original image. Okay, I'm going to click on, let's say, the white color part of it. All right, and we'll wait a second, and there you go. Okay, so now it's picked out the parts of the color that are kind of white. This one, that was color range 100. Now I'm going to set color range 10. All right, and run it again. Okay, I'll bring in the image, click on the white part of the nose, and we'll wait a few moments, and there you go. All right. Now, with a much stricter range, all right, it only decides that only these colors here, 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 and somewhere down here are white enough. All right, that will be selected. Okay, so I'm going to show you how we did this. All right, and yeah, so let's see. Okay, so there are all these instructions. Okay. These are not to intimidate you, right? If you find that it's difficult to read through and then you get confused, right? What I suggest you do is you start on the problem. As you are typing, you go back and make sure you check them off one by one. All right. So this one, load the given image. Okay. So actually, this is all in the starter code. All right. So I'm actually just going to copy it over. All right. I also need to do a little bit of setup. Okay. So instead of this, all right, import image. Okay, so it's going to draw the original image. Okay, so this is a little bit different. Let me just make some changes. This is image name fuzziness. Alright, so let's get rid of this. Draw the original image. Okay, so what happens, this is standard code. Alright, standard code. You should kind of remember this from all your image processing stuff. Image equals to file image. Alright, so image.file image. Alright, image.image win. Alright, get width, get height, image.draw. Alright, so what happens is that when the user clicks get the pixel. Alright, so this is new. Alright, this is new. This is not something that we've done in class, but all the code is given to you. So p equals to win.getMouse. Alright, spixel equals to image.getPixel. Alright, p0, p1. Alright. And what happens is that we actually use a certain shorthand, extract the individual colors. Alright, so my notation here is slightly different from that in the text, but that's fine. Alright. There's also, over here, I also defined a bunch of white pixel and stuff like that. Okay, but actually that's it. Alright, this is all we need. Okay, and that's all we have. Alright, so wait, sorry, there's a... Okay, and then, oh yeah, and then after that we have a new image equals to image.empty image.getWidth, image.getHeight. Okay, so there you go. Alright, so what happens here is that from your code goes here. So you know that for this kind of problem, you need to loop through all the rows and all the columns. So row for row in range, image.getHeight, right? And then for column in range, image.getWidth. Oops, sorry. Okay. So we look through, alright, and then we do stuff, alright. So what you want, okay, so this, when looking back here, looks good. Okay, so allow the user to select a particular pixel, alright, so this is actually done for you, alright. Create a new image to hold or consists of either white or black pixels. Okay, so we create a new image, alright. To determine if a pixel's color is close, check if its red, green, blue values are within range, alright. So if it's 128, 18, 200, alright, and the fuzziness index is 10, that means the red value must be between 118 and 138, green value between 8 and 28, and blue value between 190 and 210. Okay, so I'm going to do this. So first of all, alright, we have the row and the column. Alright, what we want is we actually want to get the old pixel, right? The pixel from the original image. Alright, so image.getPixel column Alright, and then you actually get the red, green, and blue out of these. Old pixel dot get red. Alright, old green equals to old pixel dot get old pixel dot get green, and old blue equals to old pixel dot get blue. Okay. Now what we want to do is we want to make sure that each of these are within certain tolerances. Okay, so I'm going to do that for you. Alright, first I'm going to say if the S red, alright, so S red is the selected red color. Okay, so if old red is less than or equals to selected plus tolerance, alright, and old red is greater than or equals to S red minus tolerance. Okay, let me expand this window a bit just to show you. Alright. Okay, so does this make sense? This says that if the old red is within the range, so essentially what we're saying is, is old red between S red minus tolerance and S red plus tolerance. Okay, so this is what this if statement translates to. Okay, is it within this range? Okay, and I want to do the same for what do you call it? Blue and green. Okay, so this one I'm just going to copy. Notice this slash, this allows me to continue typing on the next line. So I'm just going to copy and paste from my other. Okay, so if old green is less than blah blah blah. Okay, notice that here I used the non-capital, so let's change this. Old blue. Alright, so over here the order is a bit different, but it means the same thing. Okay, if that's the case, alright, if it's within range, in that pixel for the new image, I'm going to set it to be white. Okay, so far so good. Otherwise, I'm going to set it to be black. Okay, and that's it. Alright, all you needed to do was write this these about 12 lines of code, okay, to get your marks. Alright. At this point, okay, let me run through the code to show you a couple of things. Right, so this is the Barbie image, right? So not very useful. What I want you to check against, okay, is we actually have. Let me show you the practical test. What we used to mark against. We actually have an image that we wanted to mark against. Where is my image? Okay, keep staring at my mouse moving around while I look for my image. Whee! Okay, wait, I cannot concentrate. Where is the marking scheme? Marking scheme. Ah, there it is, test.gif. Okay. So what we did for the test, okay, is we created this little graphic, which I'll expand for you until it's nonsensically large. Alright. This is the test image that we used. Alright. That if you can look very carefully, if your resolution is high enough, you can see that this part over here, the left quarter, is one color, middle quarter is one color, middle quarter is one color, and right hand side is one color. Alright. So this is really to test whether your algorithm is correct or not. Okay. So for example, if we click on this thing over here, alright, with a tolerance of 1, all three should light up. All three should be white because they're within 1 of each other. If I click on this guy with a tolerance of 1, this let's say column 3 and column 2 should light up, but column 1 should not. Okay, and the last one is on its own, right? The last one is essentially has a just a completely different color. Okay, so yeah, so essentially, the last one is I think 20 off in red from the second one or something like that. So it's 1 off from the left one, right? So if I click on this, the right hand side one with a tolerance of 19, it should only give me this color, right? None of the others. Okay, so essentially this just wanted to show you like these are some of the ways we test, right? If you had time, you would test it, alright. If not, then what you can do is you can print out, right? So over here, you would just say that if you're not sure whether you're doing the right thing, alright, then over here, what you can do is you can print, alright, as selected is as red, as green, as blue, and over here you can also print current, old red, old green, old blue. Okay, And you'll notice that this only prints when it hits the thing. So maybe you can print it over here, right? And then you can say so essentially this is called debugging by printing. Alright, so over here you say found it at row column, okay, and something like that. So if you run this, alright, it will show you exactly the selector and the current, and then it will say you found it. So maybe at some point you realize, how come my S red, S green, S blue and is within range, but I don't get the found it, in which case you have to look at your conditions. Okay, so I hope you learned something. That's it for the practical test. Alright, we will hopefully give you slightly less long questions for the next one, but don't count on it. Okay, that's it. Bye.